What is going on, YouTube? Thammagotcha here, and we have some more Element Cup battles. A straight, fast move pressure team, which gained me quite a bit of ELO. So we got Slugma on the lead. We have Oddish, Shadow Oddish that is, and then a Pumpkaboo in the back. So Slugma, double lead here. So usually you just kind of rock throw each other down unless they end up swapping out. So that's what happened there, and we're gonna be hopping in. Sorry, I actually end up coming into Oddish because it really didn't matter what I came into here. I'm gonna be shielding up the Seed Bomb. Even though it's resisted, it would do a lot of damage. In comes a Chikorita. I'm gonna get some Razor Leaf damage off, and then come in with the Pumpkaboo. Because the body slams are resisted, and we can take a Grass Knot, but it's gonna hurt. Look at that. That does so much damage. This is just a body slam and it does not KO. So I'm hoping just to get this thing low enough where Oddish can come in and just Razor Leaf all the way down, which it can. And back in comes a Bulbasaur, and they just threw energy, so they have to reach the back-to-back, but not before we're able to Razor Leaf them down. GG's, well played. So hopping into the next matchup here, Slugma into Jupiter. Pretty good lead for us, as the rock throws are super effective. They come in with the whoop-de-whoop, and we're going to be doing the Oddish Razor Leaf thing. Going to shield out the body slam. We could have survived it, but we can get some Razor Leaf damage off on this Jupiter here, which is going to be pretty vital actually. So Jupiter coming back in, and we're just going straight Razor Leaf damage. I decided not to throw because I just wanted to keep getting Razor Leaf damage off. The Bubble Beam does not KO. I could have thrown there actually, but either way, 2 rock throws gonna knock this thing out. In comes a Chikorita, and I'm just wanting to get to this Flame Charge just to boost my damage up, but they're gonna end up throwing the Body Slam, which is fine. Doesn't quite KO, but now I'm just gonna come straight into the Pumpkaboo so they don't get any more farm, and the opponent top lefts. So GG's, well played there. Hopping into the next match, this is a very easy team to do. I mean, literally all you have to do is tap. So in comes a Vulpix to the Pumpkaboo, and doing as much Razor Leaf damage as we can. Now in comes the Slugma. Definitely going to be taking this. Body Slam's going to do quite a bit of damage. I probably should have swapped into the Oddish here, but I figured maybe Oddish can sweep in the back. So unfortunately, we're going to shield this Body Slam up and see what it comes in. And it is the Jupiter. So unfortunately, I think even if I would have went in with Pumpkaboo, maybe it would have been different, but the Razor Leaf damage wouldn't have done that much, and we're gonna be taken out there. So good game, well played to my opponent there. Hopping into the next match, Slugma into Vulpix. Absolutely beautiful lead. They are going to be swapping out into an Execute, and I really don't have a solid answer to Execute. Like, look at how much that confusion damage is doing. I end up shielding the Ancient Power or Seed Bomb, but they throw the Ancient Power, and I'm hoping I can kind of just farm all the way down. But I make quite the mistake there. Instead of going for the extra Razor Leaf damage, I go for the shield, and they actually end up shielding this, or throwing. So I end up shielding, and that was a very costly move because I was only at 1 HP. So down I go. I lose switch advantage. In comes a Chikorita. I'm down 2 shields, and this is game over. Well played. On to the next game. Slugma into Wooper. Gonna go into the Oddish, I think, this time. So look at how much Razor Leaf damage we get off before they even swap out. In comes a Chikorita. And my thinking here is I'm just going to double shield and Razor Leaf this thing all the way down. Like, look at how much resisted damage does. I decided to get a shield here back, just in case. You never know. So we do sneak a Razor Leaf through there. Definitely going to shield this one up. And we should be 1 more Razor Leaf away. They come in with the Vulpix here. We're actually able to get to another Seed Bomb. This is probably going to be getting the shield from our opponent here. And Now they come in with that Whooper, and it's game over from here. Just able to Razor Leaf all the way down. Weather Ball does not quite KO. And Razor Leaf all the way down, and then one more Razor Leaf should do it, but they quit the match. So GG's to my opponent there. 3-2 set, on to the next one. Vulpix lead, another good lead for me. See what my opponent wants to do. They hop into a Fromantis, and so I decided to weaken it up a bit. But I did one more Rock Throw than I wanted to do, so I'm definitely going to shield this up. Even though it's resisted damage, it's going to do a lot. Then I'm going to come in with my Pumpkaboo here. I'm going to take a Leaf Blade. It is resisted, but check out how much this Leaf Blade does. Oh my gosh, that is so much damage. But we're actually able to Razor Leaf all the way down. And then we should be able to get to a foul play against this Vulpix, because they can't necessarily quick attack us all the way down. Well, they could, but they're going to take a lot of Razor Leaf damage. They decide to no-shield that, which is absolutely amazing. In comes a Dupeter here. And I have a big decision to make. I come in with the Oddish, just because I want to save that Slugma. And we're going to no-shield this. It is the Mirror Coat. That takes us out. 2 Rock Throws should do it. And from here, we should just be able to farm all the way down. But my opponent quits the match, so GG's. Well played there. Next matchup, Slugma into Bulbasaur. We've seen this matchup before. No, we just Rock Throw this thing all the way down. So that is the good thing here, but you're gonna have to expend some shields. So first shield coming up. Even though it's resisted, it does do a lot of damage. I'm gonna weaken this Dupeter up here. I shouldn't have thrown this Flame Charge. I should have banked that, because now we come in with Pumpkaboo. We're gonna take a Mirror Coat or a Bubble Beam. It is just the Bubble Beam, and from here we should just be able to farm this thing all the way down. I think they get to one. No, they don't even get to another Bubble Beam. Oh my god. Okay. So now we have a foul play locked and loaded for that Bulbasaur. I wonder if this is going to get the last shield. It does not. Left, right. Good night, Bulbasaur. In comes a Seal, and look at the oppression damage of... Oh my gosh. And in comes the Oddish. Just going to shield up this Icy Wind here, and that's going to be a good game. Well played. So Seals have nowhere to go with this team. That is a nice thing. Vulpixes, if you catch them on the lead, that is awesome. Or you have to draw them out with one of your Razor Leaf users. Whooper, you can just swap out, and I swap out into my Oddish here, because even if they do bring in this Vulpix, check this out. I'm just gonna double shield. They go for the Body Slam, which I don't know why. I'm gonna throw on CMP so they don't get an extra quick attack through. But the Razor Leaf damage is absolutely insane, because now we're just going to be able to Razor Leaf all the way down. And wait to see what they want to bring in here. They're definitely not going to bring in the Whooper. In comes a Dupeter, and now we have the Slugma for that. Hoping to get this thing low enough. Bubble Beam does not KO, that's the good thing. I was expecting a swap in here, so that's why I swapped in the Pumpkaboo. So, but either way, this game is going to be over, because everything that the Whooper is going to throw at us is resisted, and we should just be able to Razor Leaf this thing all the way down. Mud Bomb does not KO, leaves us with a decent amount of health, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. So hopping into the next match, Slugma into Vulpix. Great lead for us. Do what my opponent wants to do here. They bring in a Dupeter. I'm going to soften this thing up and then go into my Pumpkaboo. I do that because we can take a Mirror Coat or a Bubble Beam, no problem. And see that Mirror Coat, it does do some damage, but we're actually able to farm all the way down, which is quite nice. I soften it up because if you don't, then the Dupeter has a better chance of flipping that matchup. And you're going to have to expend a shield, which I really didn't want to do. So I'm going to throw the foul play. That gets a shield, which is quite nice. They're probably going to try and quick attack us all the way down, but that does... Look at how much damage the Razor Leafs do. And we get a Rock Throw through here, so I'm going to shield this up. It is the Body Slam. And in comes a seal. And that is going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Unfortunately, he just got hard countered. So, next matchup, Slugma into Rowlet. Oh, I remember this game. In comes a Slugma of their own. And me, I should have swapped right away into the Pumpkaboo. Because now my Slugma has taken so much damage here. Back in comes a Rowlet. And I'm hoping they kind of let this foul play through, but I don't think they're going to. Because now the issue is this Rowlet is going to go off. I have to come in with the Oddish here. I should have maybe came in with the Slugma, because I was thinking there's going to be a fire type in the back. So that's why I came in with the Oddish. I'm going to take the Seed Bomb. Probably should be shielding here just to preserve some health. Seed Bomb comes through, and Vulpix is just going to be able to quick attack us all the way down. If I shielded that and got the Razor Leaf damage off, that game could have been different. But going to be ending the game with a 4-1 set. This team is gained me ELO. I'm back up to 2700s. So yeah, that is the team. Pretty easy team to use. Thank you all for watching so much. I really appreciate it. If you are liking the content, please hit the like button. Comment if you guys want to see anything in the future. And like always, I will see everybody in the next video.